You can even be working as a virtual assistant when you are still here. You are employed in America or in Europe or in whichever country, whereby you are managing an office which is in Sweden or which is in UK or California or Mississippi while you are still in your house. All those are jobs.
These are jobs, but there are unemployed people in Mississippi. There are unemployed people in America.
Yes.
So, wadau, kama kawaida, when we stumble on good vibes, now this conversation promise for a bit. I mentioned wakati niliongelea mambo ya remote jobs na AI that we will do our best to make sure tumeleta mzee Njiriri kwa set yetu ya podcast. Tumejipata Nakuru, and this is an opportunity we couldn't miss, and we were blessed that he made time for us akuje tupige vibes na conversation. Hii ni deep, napenda na mnajua zile conversations tunapenda as a good vibes, understanding how money works. Mzee Njiriri is a library of concepts that I believe this conversation inaweza improve, right? Understanding the employment sector and employment and opportunities. And I believe that's the basis of this conversation. Lakini kabla tuzame ndani, a word from our friends at Odu. Hey wadao, hakuna phone brag na kungemeweza kama, unajua, simu yangu ndio ofisi yangu. As in, mtu aza kwa Instagram, TikToker, ama content creator, and that phrase would make 100% sense. In fact, mtu ataanza kwa plug wa connect watu through phone calls, and the description would still be accurate. Now, like everything else in the world, kila kitu inakuanga na levels. So, did you know that kwa hiyo tu example nimepeana, simu yangu ndio ofisi yangu, kumbe kwa simu yako unaweza fit makampuni kadhaa. I'm talking from a startup ama international level za business. Ikwe ni kwa smartphone yako, monitor ama tablet. Odu has made that possible. You have a business, alafu you are using multiple softwares to juggle everything. On one hand, uko na accounting software. On the other hand, uko na sales invoicing software. Uko na project management software. Uko na HR. Uko na spreadsheets. It's chaotic, manzi. It's expensive. And we can all agree that it's not a sustainable way to run your business in 2026. Odu is a suite with over 45 applications designed with the modern business owner in mind. You name any business process unajua, Odu wako na software to make sure business is run smooth, faster and efficient. Ukitaka website ya manufacturing, eco, sales, HR, invoicing, zote ziko ndani. Na sio kukua tu, the apps are intuitive and very easy to use. And here's one of the best parts. All the apps on Odu are interconnected, saving you time, accuracy, and money. Raise a purchase order through the Purchase app, it automatically adds to your Odu inventory app. Ukiuza kitu from your website ama from the Odu POS ama from the Odu sales app, it automatically subtracts from your Odu inventory app. All this while keeping track of all records from stock moves to product to customer reports across all your Odu apps. This is such a lifesaver for business owners. Now here's another best part. In 2026, Odu inakupatia inbuilt AI agent wa kukuharakishia kazi.
Ni mbaya.
Just ask Odu AI which customers have invoices over 10,000. Right there. Unapata jibu ya watu wako na deni yako. Ni nauma. You just have to try this for yourself. Use the link tumekuwekea kwa description ya hii video ama kwa pinned comment. You can also book a free meeting with an Odu expert or try it for free and manage your business a little easier this year. Tumia link tumekuwekea kwa description ya hii video ama kwa pinned comment uingize busy yako digital mzima. Mzee Dan, karibu sana.
Asante sana Dr. King'ori.
It's happening now.
Karibu Nakuru.
Asante. Nakuru West. Tunaweza hamia huko hata.
Hamieni. Karibuni. Hapa ni kuzuri.
Tuchangamke.
Yeah.
Nimekuuliza about why Lish AI Labs. Oh, by the way, Mzee Njiriri is the founder of Lish AI Labs, making very, very serious moves hapa Nakuru. Alianza as an individual kampuni, and then invite other directors to make very, very serious moves. Now, I mentioned Lish AI Labs tukianza kwanza. At first nimekuuliza mbona mngeanza Nairobi. You make a very good case here why you prefer it to be in Nakuru. And then you break down a scenario for me. I hope I get the numbers correctly. Yeah, a possible formula to get 1 million Kenyan youth employed, right? Ebu just ndio nisikuwe na kierere ni haribu.
Yes.
If you were to be given a project ya kumanage to get 1 million young Kenyans.
Yes.
Wapate livelihood. How would you go about it?
Nafikiria Dr. Kingori,
Yes.
it's not rocket science.
Okay.
You can easily get 1 million jobs into the country. And I want to refer you back to India, Philippines, Venezuela, Mexico, and all those countries.
Yes.
But if you zero in on India and Philippines,
Yes.
their economy is being driven by online jobs.
The economy is being driven by
online jobs. You will find buildings as high as KICC. One building is nothing but online jobs. Because remember, the Western world, most of it, they don't have the youth. The families are aging, and every family could have 1 or 2 children at most. So the families, the young people are very few. While in Africa, not only in Kenya, I think youth are about over 70%. Are we together?
Yes.
Now, going back to the online jobs, the youth, hawa ndio wanataka hizi jobs. Wazee kama mimi, in fact, sometimes people wonder what is done doing in AI. Are we together? But youth, people who are younger even than you, they are the ones who really like those jobs.
Yes.
Zina trade.
Yes, yes.
Na sio ile chuma na mota na nini. You are still comfortable. You are working very well.
Yes.
Now, these jobs, because remember in the field of IT, they need data and they need manipulation of the data so that by the time you are now coming to the AI will be fed on the data. So who are the creators of the data? Even in your own field of media, you need the content creators. You need the designers. You need the media teams who are doing the cameras, the lighting system. So it's a very vibrant economy in the field of either AI or general IT. Therefore, India, Philippines, and a couple of other countries took that advantage early. And when they took early, you will find that most of the work from Silicon Valley, from Europe, from everywhere else is either channeled in India or channeled in Philippines, amongst many other countries. But remember, Africa, we have this advantage of the youth. So if we take this youth, train them in the various industries of ICT economy or information technology economy. Some will go into the media, others will go into the data science, and others will go to research, to what, very many areas. Also, creating of the AI models. But before we go to that,
first of all, sorry to cut you short, we need to define online jobs is different from online writing.
Oh, yes. By the way, Lish does never touch online writing.
The academic
or
writing.
Research, the basic research like homeworks for university students and others. We don't touch. Okay? Because that's not very professional. We deal with professional jobs, either training robots or use of drones to capture data, then store that data so that it can be used to train AI agents. Remember, when you go to hospital for scanning, how do you think that machine is able to scan either your head or your heart? It must have been taught by somebody. And the AI jobs we are talking, the online jobs we are talking, these are the people who sit down with the data, compare a sick heart and a good heart, and then advise the AI agent that this, if you see this heart is not right. If you see this heart is okay. Are we together? So that in the long run, that machine is able to interpret a sick part of the body and a good part of the body. All these are jobs which are online.
That's just an example?
That's an example.
How it works? I have a very wild mind.
Yes.
So in my head ukisema someone
Yes.
sits with a sick heart and
Yes.
a good heart.
Yes.
So ni kama kukua pale kwa Lish Labs,
Yes.
I've come there.
Yes.
So the trainers wenye niliona hapo unakaa na jamaa mmoja ako na roho mbaya,
Yes.
jamaa mmoja ako na roho nzuri.
Yes.
Alafu unaambia AI huyu jamaa ako na roho nzuri, huyu jamaa ako na roho mbaya.
Yes.
Is that how deep it goes? I have a wild mind.
Okay, hiyo ni sawa na ni vizuri kuuliza.
Yeah.
Hutumii physical person, lakini unatumia data. Data.
So inamaanisha useme kama okay.
Yes, hiyo inamaanisha roho mzuri inapigwa picha, inachukuliwa video, roho mbaya inapigwa picha, inachukuliwa video, then zinaletwa, unapewa zikiwa data. Sasa ni kazi yako na unapewa ile tool ya kuisomesha. You know, there are many manipulation of numbers because computers only understands 1 and 0, isn't it? Yeah. Lakini sasa when it is data or whatever it is using to learn, it will have been taught that this is good, this is bad.
Okay.
An easier way also of training is even vehicles now.
That's even
it's more easier to understand. A vehicle, we are given the photographs of the roads.
This is self-driving
vehicles? Yes, self-driving vehicles. And then everything that goes on, because what happens, to collect this data, you put a 360-degree camera on top of a vehicle.
Okay.
Then it goes recording a road like, let's say, Nakuru, Nairobi road. It will go seeing or recording everything that you as a human being is seeing.
So you train them as per the roads. In Kenya, we don't have self-driving.
Yes, Kenya we don't have.
So you train them for these people who do remote jobs.
Yes, yes.
So I want to train the vehicle on American roads.
Very
data
good.
On American roads.
The data is collected from America. American roads. Tunatumiwa Kenya. Tukitumiwa Kenya, it will have attributes of what do they want you to teach that vehicle.
Okay.
Is it the road signs?
Okay.
I could be here, maybe I'm teaching it on moving vehicles and stationary vehicles. The next person there is teaching it on recognizing human beings.
And do the guys.
Yes, digitally.
Okay.
So when you do that, the program will join them together. That this was the same photo. Dr. Kingori was handling the human beings on this road. Dan was handling stationary vehicles, and Otieno or somebody else or Jim was handling the road markings or road signs.
Okay.
It will put them together. Okay. So you have a complete eye or a complete vision on how you as a human being is seeing the road.
So now the information is so comprehensive that would explain why you would talk to ChatGPT and it responds like a human being.
Very good. Very good. Yes, that's what happens. You know, you keep on teaching these models, and that's why ChatGPT, and you know, most of it was done in Kenya, by the way. Many people don't know that.
Training of ChatGPT?
Oh, yes. Yes, quite a good chunk of it was done in this country. You know, this country, we have very sharp minds of doing very many things. It's only that many people don't know, because I also know the labs across Nairobi, across Nakuru, they do a lot of work. But how many people know what goes on? If you go to countries, I will keep on referring my beacon point from India and Philippines. When you go to those countries, you will find huge buildings, all of them housing maybe work for Coca-Cola only in the world, so that the marketing, the production, the human resource, every kind of data is being worked on from one company.
So just to break this down, in
Yes.
Amanisha, remote jobs.
Yes.
A company outside Kenya.
Yes.
Like say US,
Yes.
Coca-Cola,
Yes.
Pepsi,
Yes.
Samsung, or Apple.
Yes.
Comes and subcontracts a Kenyan company.
Very good.
For the jobs that would be done in America,
Yes.
they can be done in Kenya.
Very good. They can be done in Kenya. One, because of what I told you what we have. We have a vibrant, educated, young Kenyans. They are sharp, and we are not very busy because of lack of jobs. But those jobs, if we bring most of them here, it is very easy to create 1 million jobs. Because what you need is enough labs with enough skills, you know, and those are not difficult. If you take, for example, the TVET institutions, they have each at least 100 computers, and these 100 computers were supposed to be for the online jobs. If we have enough jobs, you employ all these TVET institutions, whereby if a local TVET institution is, let's say, in Nakuru, during the day, the students in that institution can use it to work when they are not in class and earn money for fees. The local community around it can come and work at night because online jobs are 24 hours. Because when we are going to sleep, the Western world, America is waking up. North America is waking up, and so forth and so forth. And other parts of the country, you know how the hours are segmented. So there is no time, there is no part of the world which is awake while the other is asleep. So if we go into the 24-hour economy, like Lish, we never close. We are a 24-hour company because
24-hour economy.
Yes.
So 100 labs, for
Yes.
example.
Yes.
In every TVET institution.
Yes.
So assuming we have a TVET institution in every ward
Sure.
in Kenya.
Sure.
I'm assuming we have between 1,200 and let me use flat figures. 1,200 wards, right?
Yes.
And each ward gets one lab.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
That's 12,000.
12,000.
12,000
Yes.
computers.
Yes.
Across the country.
Across the country.
And this work 24 hours.
Yes.
So if these computers were to serve 100 people each, is it possible?
Yes.
100 people
yes.
who can...
100 people during the day and 100 people at night.
So that means that's like 2.4 million.
Yes, you double that. Yes.
2.4 million people.
Yes.
Directly.
Yes, directly.
In Kenya, 2.4 million.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So now let's go to, are there enough remote jobs that 2.4 million people can do and live a comfortable life?
Oh, the jobs are there, but Kenya needs to create a marketing structure as a destination for online jobs. That is what India invested in. That is what Philippines invested in.
So we should not export people to the Middle East. We can create structures to bring those jobs here.
You are talking, Dr. Kingori. Yes. Rather than export the people, import the jobs. So, and by importing these jobs, they bring two values. One, the Kenyan youth get employment. Two, they are paid in dollars. Hello?
Okay. So we increase our dollar
inflow.
inflow.
We increase our dollar inflow so that even when we are buying things outside Kenya or importing anything else, we don't have to look for dollars from outside. We have enough dollars in circulation or within central bank so that we don't buy expensive dollars. So it has several advantages. But as I have said, look at tourism. Tourism is very well funded in terms of marketing the tourism. Can we market Kenya as an online jobs destination? So if we do that, I think a very good percentage of the youth would be making money at the comfort either of their homes or in all these labs. I know the challenge for online jobs are mainly two. A good computer, that's a good laptop, and a good internet connectivity. I thank the government that it has done the last mile connectivity. They have increased for the fiber connectivity. It's going up. And also power is going up. But then, how many people are able to afford good, stable internet in their homes? Not very many. And that's why the labs are very important. Okay? So that you have now a concentration of the masses. It also helps to control the quality of the work done, because even some of the clients do not want a freelance worker to work alone at home. They want their work to be done in a controlled environment so that they are assured of quality and they are assured of confidentiality, because you don't want to work a standalone computer where anybody can break in and steal some of the data. You know, things about cybercrime and things like that. They don't want that.
Okay.
Therefore, Kenya needs to market itself as a destination for the online jobs. So because they are there in the world.
They are there.
They
so
are there.
That's a guarantee.
Yes, that's the
jobs
guarantee.
Are there.
The jobs are there. There are plenty.
So,
yes.
So now, let's start with, unajua pia tunaweza kuwa tunassume by the jobs are not there, na labda hiyo remote jobs ni akina OnlyFans.
Yes.
But then now, if the jobs are there,
yes,
what does it look like for the average, earner in remote jobs?
Yeah.
Let's substantiate meaningful employment. Can we qualify it as gainful employment?
Yes.
What does the money look like?
The beauty with minimum, with the online jobs, mostly you earn based on your experience and on your working speed, because the output, we call it throughput in the online jobs field. How much hours are you able to work? That's normally we say between around 7 and 8 in a day. However, during that time, Dr. Kingori might be doing maybe 10 tasks, but Alice there is doing 20 tasks within the same hour span. So who will earn more? Alice will earn more because she has done twice as Dr. Kingori or Dan, for that matter. So, however, like our lab, we set and say, we don't want you to earn less than 30,000 per month. You should not earn less than 30,000. Therefore, some will earn 25, very few, if any, because we push you to work hard so that you maintain a certain standard. So between 30 and 50,000, that bracket is good. In fact, like now, the average in Lish should be around 40K. Are we together? However, online jobs are also different in that there are others which pay even much, much more, 2 or 3 times that amount I've quoted. Are we together? But as you go up the ladder, you find that the numbers of workers become less because you need more knowledge and more experience. But then those on the upper side, they earn more. In fact, there are those who can make even 200,000 a month. Are we together? It's possible.
Understood,
it's
yes.
possible, but they might not be as many as the masses. Because for us, the argument is build the base, the entry-level jobs. Okay? And by the time they have worked for these entry-level jobs for 2-3 years, they become professionals. And then they will also want to learn the higher jobs so that now they can go up the ladder. They go on earning a little bit better. So the jobs are there.
Understood. So now the rough estimate of 2.4 million Kenyans
yes,
having gainful employment in remote jobs is justifiable.
Very justifiable.
And we can also play with numbers of 2.4 million Kenyans gainfully employed, earning an average of 30,000. So if the government was to get, let's say, at a 10,000 a year.
Yeah, 10% or
From
10,000.
them, 10% of that.
Yes, 10% of that.
That will still be good money to the economy.
Of course.
Would really change, would really boost the numbers.
It would boost the government tax collection has gone up. Number two, remember this person was paid in dollars. He or she converted those dollars into Kenya shillings. So the government kept the dollars in central bank, while the Kenya shillings goes into the local economy, you know. So there are several benefits on the online jobs if they can be given the seriousness it deserves.
So the government is technically, like with proper marketing, they are sitting on revenue that plays around 100 billion every year, which would really, and I believe watu wetu wakufanya hesabu haraka 2.4 million people, 10% of what they earn, an average of 30, 70 to 100 billion. So 100 billion can pay teachers, 100 billion can pay doctors, 100 billion can really move things around. In fact, an extra 100 billion circulating in the economy can really change things. Where do we need to start?
We need to go back to marketing. Let me ask you, I don't know at what age you came to know there's a drink called Coca-Cola.
Very young age. Yes.
Very early, isn't it?
Yes.
But everybody knows about Coke. But you will always see Coca-Cola advertising. Kweli urongo?
Very true.
Very true. Let's look at Safaricom. Everywhere you go in Kenya, you will see green, 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 green. What is that? That's advertising, isn't it? Why does Safaricom advertise? And yet, every home in Kenya uses Safaricom one way or the other. Why?
That's a good question. Nikienda kwa capitalism, I heard in some circles that it helps in subsidizing taxes.
Yes. Okay.
But I think there's also, if we step away from the circles of capitalism, we'll be talking consistent marketing.
Yes, very good. We go to consistent, structured marketing. Because Kenya, what it is not yet well known is about its destination for online jobs. And with the time, we should even stop only once we market Kenya very properly. Then we think about Africa. Because the youth in Africa, Africa is the continent with the young youth, and it is the continent that will serve the Western world. Right?
But then there are people who say, we as Kenyans, we banned the remote jobs because of how unethical we are as a people.
All those are part of marketing. So we stop being unethical, we become responsible. And when we say unethical, we look at it from very wide angles, which we may not go into today. But remember, we have the workers, we have the providers of the jobs like Lish and several other companies. And then we also have the government. Okay. As far as, from where I sit, the government has the biggest role to play in helping the current online job providers or the workers, helping them market their skills in the Western world so that Kenya can be a preferred destination for online jobs. And I want to tell you, within a year, Kenya can totally change because you employ so many youth. The youth you find in the shopping centers, they will not be there. They will not be there.
Within a year?
Yes, within a year. They will either be using their smartphones to make money, because even the smartphone, you can make it rather than chatting, you can make it as a tool for work. Okay? I believe even those who are doing recording, some of the clips you see the youth making, they're only using their phones. and they can use search to market themselves. Kweli urongo?
Very true.
So there are many ways that the digital area, we can make it a big industry in this country and employ all these youth.
Unajua, when you tell people,
yes,
the jobs are there, the opportunities are there.
Yes.
There's two things. Yes, online there is money. I've heard there is fraud and there is straight money.
Yes.
With digital skills, I've heard there is a segment of people who make money by doing some funny business and getting money from governments like the US. Tax fraud. Kuna ingine niliambiwa ilikuwa student loans and stuff.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And there's an image that they project of success from online money, that when someone who listens to you now anasema, kuna mtu anajiambia 30K, but I've seen people buying Audis from online jobs. 200,000 bado you cannot afford the Audis we see, even if ati umeenda kwa remote jobs.
Yes.
Bado. I've been around these circles kidogo, 200K bado.
Yes.
So does this also play a part in terms of the balance of expectations when someone goes into the online space hoping to make a kill as a ticket out of poverty?
You know, every field has the ethical part and an ethical one.
Yes.
And unfortunately, online or digital jobs is a forest. And that forest, there are those who will cheat that, oh, I have only worked on this and now I'm driving an Audi Q7 in 3 or 4 or 5 months, which is not true. It's not true. Life does not provide instant riches, does it? You must climb the ladder. Are we together? So
life does not provide instant riches.
No, it doesn't. Okay? If that's happening, you will ask yourself several questions. Why are you able to do that? Yes, maybe one day you might wake up and win a lottery, but how many people will have won a lottery in a day? There are not many. Are we together? Therefore, life expects you to grow gradually, because even if you see something shooting up your graph, you always ask, what's the problem here? It might be positive, but what's the problem? Why is it that way? Otherwise, life is supposed to grow gradually. Therefore, though there are many jobs in the forest.
Of remote work.
And remember, you can even be working as a virtual assistant when you are still here. You are employed in America or in Europe or in whichever country, whereby you are managing an office which is in Sweden or which is in UK or California or Mississippi, while you are still in your house. All those are jobs.
These are jobs, but there are unemployed people in Mississippi. There are unemployed people in America.
Yes.
So,
if there are unemployed people there, but not to the rate of the Kenya.
So they are giving us our jobs because they have, and we have more unemployed. They just have enough unemployed people.
They have their own share. However, remember that even them, there are some jobs to them, they don't want to do them because to them, they are low-paying jobs. You get it? For them to sit down and do annotation for 8 hours, they don't want to do that.
You can't live in New York with Nakuru money.
Yes, with Nakuru money. Now you are talking. Okay? You can't. Okay? So, they will want the higher paying job because their cost of living is high. But for us, what they are saying there is a low-paying job. Here is good enough for me to take home. Are we together? I'm not saying we should be paid poorly. We should be paid well.
Yes.
However,
We should start somewhere.
even well, start somewhere. Therefore, these jobs are not bad. And they are able to sustain our people. That's the most important thing.
Sawa. Lish AI Labs has been in this industry and looks for these jobs, right?
Yes.
So when you say these jobs are there, you're speaking as an authority.
Yes.
Which begs the question, why would the government sing about unemployment, yet there are like direct links to getting these jobs to young people?
I think one, they might want to, but maybe the structures are not there.
Structures.
The structures to market for these jobs on the other side. To have an officer who is doing full-time marketing for Kenya in New York or in Washington, D.C., or Silicon Valley, it's expensive. But that's what we need to invest in. For example, even Lish wanted to have a marketing office in Silicon Valley. But were we able to afford it? No. And we are still thinking how one time we would look for partners there so that we are able to have a marketing office there.
That's a very good example.
Yes.
And a thread to follow.
Yes.
Silicon Valley.
Yes.
What does it look like for Lish in terms of the opportunity and the kind of jobs it would bring?
Yes.
How expensive is it vis-a-vis the return it will bring?
It's very expensive because a monthly pay for a marketing officer there will not be less than 4 million a month. 4 million Kenya shillings a month. Equivalent.
There is no remote marketing.
No, you know, Dr. Kingori,
yes.
You need to have a person there who goes to visit the companies which are now want their jobs done.
Okay.
Are we together? And that is why, remember, they also have their own companies which take these jobs and send them to, let's say, Lish. By that time, that contract is not yours. You are being subcontracted by a company in Silicon Valley. Are we together? But if you have your own marketer and markets Lish or markets Kenya, and that job comes to Kenya, whether to Lish or any other company now to distribute to the many labs or many Kenyans across the country, then it becomes easy and you are able to negotiate even the terms. Therefore, it has several advantages.
Yes.
But as the situation stands now, you have to wait for another company to do marketing there, then share the spoils with you here. So they subcontract you because they have gotten the contract. But what if you are also on the dinner table there, so that by the time they are cutting the cake pieces, you have a piece for Kenya. So that should be the way for us to look at.
Shouldn't such a conversation be an easy and direct one for, let's say, the Kenyan ambassador to the US to just plug directly into the already existing market and lobby for Kenya? Because I believe with a foot on the table, if with a seat on the table from the government perspective and lobbying at the government level, it becomes very easy to centralize the opportunity.
It would, but I don't think the Kenyan ambassador would have the time to do that. Remember, the US Kenyan ambassador is in Washington. Remember, United States of America is many states, over 50 states. If I remember, I might have forgotten my geography, but you need marketing offices around the cities which are doing a lot of IT jobs, and that's Silicon Valley. Okay, of course, that's not the only destination, but others. But we need a presence in Silicon Valley.
A presence in Silicon
Yeah,
Valley.
presence in Silicon Valley. Either a presence as a Kenyan office doing nothing but online jobs, marketing Kenya as a destination. That would do. If Lish had the muscle, right now, Lish would be having a marketing officer in Silicon Valley.
One officer is enough to do wonders.
Well, it will depend. If you start with one, in another couple of years, you keep on increasing based on the revenue you are generating.
Let me give a hypothetical situation.
Yes.
If Kenya would have like an office in Silicon Valley
Yes.
to tap into remote work.
Yes.
Do you need to do that first, or do you need to build capacity locally so that when the job comes, the manpower is available? Or do you source the job first and then train the people? And number two, if you have an office like that, what are your projections in terms of economic impact?
I would say they are both important. Building the local capacity. But for now, I have a feeling that the entry jobs, we could be having enough capacity. And whatever we don't have, within 6 months, we can build the capacity.
Let me give you another example.
Yes.
People have criticized the government for like not being big on manufacturing, but credit has to be given.
Yes.
As far as the government is concerned,
yes.
manufacturing of unemployment has been done perfectly.
Yep.
So now this means, let's say if we reverse engineer
yes.
this, instead of supplying the market with unemployed people every year as graduates,
yes.
What if some of these remote gigs would be added as modules in university, such that as people train, they have an extra training kidogo, universities and TVETs, okay, as a first target.
Yes.
And people who, like campus comrades, see fire. So as a module, like addition. Like instead of waiting for you to graduate with whatever course, like there's something you can learn fast as you go through your course. So in terms of building capacity, like let's say Kenyatta University alone has 40,000
yes.
students.
Yes.
Let's say if we have 10 universities in Kenya with that capacity nationwide, right? That's
correct.
400,000
yes.
students.
Yes.
Let's double it for the TVETs.
Yes.
That's almost 1 million
yes.
people, right?
Yes.
If you would tap into this system through the Ministry of Education, for example, then this becomes mandatory training. So inakuwa, mungesoma tu anyway, but we are preparing you for something. And then this becomes an opportunity to like now lobby for the jobs.
For the jobs.
Sasa ikikuja ni directly.
Yes.
Unasoma na unapata pesa, right?
Yeah.
And then now you add the population yenye iko nje,
yes.
who can actually plug into this.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
Now, tumesha establish that these jobs would be available. Would that be a shortcut to create capacity?
It would be a shortcut, but it has already been started. It's only that not with the universities, but with the TVET, because that was the idea of Jitume. Jitume Labs, which are being fronted by the Ministry of ICT and Digital Economy,
yes.
Konza Technopoly, and the TVET Authority. And Lish was in this mix of making sure that the trainings, the capacity building for the teachers to go and teach online jobs to the TVET institutions. In fact, Lish prepared the first curriculum at the Kenya School of TVET. Okay, so and what you have described is what we wanted. Okay. Let's create the base, the masses. We have enough workers trained, and quality assurance standards. We were coming in to ensure that that is. Now you have added another layer, which is good. We also can go to the university level and say at the university level, let it be their labs dedicated for jobs. So that if I don't have money for either food or for whatever I want, I can go to the work lab. I've already learned skills in the university and I want to use. And you also know that even by the time our graduates are graduating, they are not as efficient in the use of digital tools as they are supposed to be.
Yes.
Are we together? So if they are trained in that level, that there are these online jobs you can do, that will also entice them to use the computers more in their day-to-day life, so that by the time they are graduating, this computer is a tool, or the laptop I'm using to do my homework is a tool to also make money. So I agree perfectly with you. All the government would need is to escalate what is to be done, is not yet fully done, under the Jitume, to be escalated to the universities.
Okay.
That can do very well. And with the time, this country can have labs across, because all educational institutions, they cover all the 47 counties.
Yes.
I don't think there is any county now without a university. Without many have TVET institutions. In fact, when we started Jitume, every county had the first two labs, two TVET institutions, each with 100 computers. And that was a good beginning to create the masses and create the experience, the trained personnel. I don't know how far that has gone now, because we are no longer in the area of training for them. But that's a good one. But then, as we do that, let's also market Kenya abroad, so that we can attract online jobs. The same way we market the tourism or the agriculture sector products, let's also market online jobs in this country. And they will help the government sort the youth. Hata hii vijana wote wa nyota hii yote wawekwe kwa online jobs.
Wapate hiyo pesa,
wapate
na
hiyo
si
pesa.
loan,
Na si
wamefanyia
loan.
kazi,
Wamefanyia kazi. Yes.
na ako guarantee tena next month anapata
Alafu.
kama hiyo.
Yes.
Then two things before we close. One, ni utatuambia something about Lish AI Labs, but before that, for the average, now this is tapping into your experience.
Yes.
And I hope when schedule allows tena, we can now tunaweza piga story yako ya how you get started na IT,
yes,
in business. But for now, the average earner kwa remote work, let's give someone 30,000.
Yes.
Kwanza watu wa 30,000, naona rais amewaambia wanaenda kupata tax free income. Wakenya wakasema ni 720 shillings. So mimi nimekuwa nafanya hesabu na 30%. But let's work with 30,000 Kenya shillings for an average earner.
Yes.
What do you think it looks like what do you think the path to financial freedom looks like for someone who's trying to build wealth? Is it possible starting at 30K?
It's possible, because if you come to Lish, one of these days, come and do some documentaries. You will see success stories. Mtu anakuambia mimi nilianza na labda the first week I started earning, I only got 5K. Are we together?
Yes.
But then with experience, inaenda ikipanda unajikuta huko 30, huko 40.
Yes.
Then you find some real cases whereby either people have been able to bring up their families. Some have been able to bring up their children, especially the young mothers. They benefit a lot. And sometimes when you are recruiting, you see these young girls who maybe got children, but now they can have a decent job, they can work and feed or bring up a child or two. We have very many cases. You will also find some who have even gone ahead and bought plots and built slowly with this money, because you are guaranteed you are getting 30 or 40K a month, so you can commit yourself. Na unajua hatuko Nairobi. Nairobi plot zenyu zote ni mamilioni ya pesa. Hapa ndi tuko here, we are in the rural areas.
Auendangi milimani?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we can, but not everybody who go there anyway. However, so you will document some very good success stories. And I would challenge you to come, not even select them, tell them, I want to do documentaries of how the online jobs have translated their respective lives. You get some of the stories that can make you cry of happiness.
Hiyo inamaanisha tu it put a timestamp right now.
Yes.
Wiki na Alex, Nakuru, March. Hiyo documentary. Lazima tuone hiyo pesa watu wenye wamemake conversions.
Very good.
Now tell us something about Lish AI Labs.
What did you want to know about Lish?
For the person watching.
Oh, there's a person watching.
What opportunities are there?
Yes.
Who do you think anaweza benefit from Lish AI Labs as as the opportunities continue to expand?
Thank you. Lish AI Labs is a company that is more of a social investor, whereby, by the way, we don't charge to train you. Our training is free. We put you through a 3 months online jobs training. Then we do what we call hand-holding for another 3 months. By the time you are done with us 6 months, umeiva.
Na mtu anatengeneza pesa during this training?
No, from the 4th month. Saa hiyo ndio utaanza kuearn. The first 3 months you don't earn anything.
Na for someone who has a previous training ya online jobs,
huyo anaweza kuingia haraka
na apate do,
na aanze kupata do haraka. It depends on your background. Unajua kuna wengine wanakuja hata kompyuta anaionea Lish mara ya kwanza, although si wengi hivyo. However, so it varies from one person to the other. But by the time you are 6 months, you are good to go, and you are working. So we take the youth, doesn't matter what degree you have earned or whether you are Form 4, we turn you to an online worker. Unafanya kazi hapo mpaka utachoka. By the way, we have a lab in Nakuru town and we have a lab in Kakuma.
Ati unafanya kazi mpaka ukachoka?
Ukachoka ukaenda.
Unajua kuna watu wanachokanga hata kabla wajaanza kazi.
Yenyewe, kuna wengine wanachoka, hapa mtu anajaribu anasema, this is too complicated for me. In fact, when you see the screens for the first time in annotation, unashindwa hii nitajuaje hii.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say this. Niliona mtu akifundisha gari ya AI self driving.
No, siku ile utakuja kufanya documentary, tutakupea ruhusa. Tutakupea ruhusa. Hatutakuonyesha ya client, tutakuonyesha our training modules. Shauri hizo ziko sawa. The only thing that we can't show you ni kazi ya client. But training modules will give you all that, and it looks exactly like real work.
Na sasa, the first time, first of all, we have to give, first of all, asante sana. Nilisema, nilimake a shout out kwa show. Our meeting was facilitated by Frontline Institute.
Thank you.
Yo kusoma, it's a legit institution na wanafanya kazi poa. I think I've given them a shout. Na hiyo, the first time tulikuja, tuliongea deeply. Tukasema, there was a time these remote jobs zilikuwa zimeshika
sana. Zilikuwa imeshika baya.
And zilikuwa zinaenda kuchange economy. Sasa tunaweza funga tu na what happened so that it doesn't happen again.
Ilikuwa imeshika vizuri sana. Lakini there was a little bit of interference from the government side. Interference in terms of asking some platforms to share, to pay withholding tax, and then also discussing tax with senior officials in the government, which is not allowed. If I'm not employed to work for an American company or for a Western company, I cannot speak on that on behalf of that company. That happened and caused some of the platforms to close shop or to just turn off the pipeline to Kenya.
So now, if let's say, just an example. Saying, let's say Coca-Cola has employed, as in people are benefiting from remote jobs in Kenya, and they're making money. This money, these people cannot identify as workers of Kenya Coca-Cola.
Correct. They cannot, because they are not employed by Coca-Cola. They are working as remote workers. And there are also two types of jobs.
So, so sorry. They are not working, they are remote workers. So remote workers is like ghost workers who do something. No,
not ghost worker. It's a real worker. You are working and you are paid by that for that particular task that you have been given. When you finish, whether there are 2, 3, 4, 5 tasks you finish, you are paid for that work.
And your relationship ends
there.
Okay.
Are we together?
Yes.
So this person does not have a contractual agreement with Coca-Cola as an example.
Understood.
We are using.
So there are two types.
There are two types. So there will be those who have no contracts whatsoever, but they are still working online and they get their pay either weekly or monthly. Those are pure remote workers. Okay, they might be in a lab setup. They might be individuals at homes. But there are other workers whereby Company A gives Lish a contract that we want you to do for us this piece of job. Are we together? It doesn't care how many people we deploy. What it cares, are we able to provide, to complete the work in the agreed time frame, whether 6 months, whether 4 months, whether 1 year. It depends. So that's a contract. So that is very different from the freelance workers.
Okay.
Are we together?
Understood.
So these ones, the local company can go to the taxes, can pay the taxes because it's a contract. But the person who is doing this task of molding this glass or using this glass as an AI agent for 1 or 2 other activities, and akimaliza hii analipwa naondoka, the giver of the job cannot be asked to pay tax.
Okay.
Because he has no contract with this person.
Understood.
Yeah.
And polite last one, when someone comes, you train people for free. Someone has never seen a computer and they come and they learn and they are super fast. The training period is 6 months plus kushikana mkono, the hand holding. But what if someone picks it up so fast, they are a natural, they learn in a month, record 1 month, or probably a week, and they understand the assignment, do they get to start earning?
Oh yes, yes. If you are very good, there are some people who are born genius, and they can master arts very fast, skills very fast.
Yes.
What controls your earning is your accuracy and speed. Accuracy on the keyboard. Are you able to manipulate what you are supposed to do that? And the number of hours you are putting out work. Okay? Because remember, you can have work, the same exercise. You use 2 hours to do it. I use 5 hours to do it. So you who finished it much earlier, you will be able to do another one and another one before I finish mine, isn't it?
Yes.
That means you earn more and you earn faster. So it's an open field. So it's the skills that determine what do you take home.
Asante.
Yes.
Njiriri, thank you very much for making time for us. I believe the information we've shared on this particular episode is enough to lay ground into the world, or a proper introduction into the world of remote jobs.
Thank you very much, Dr. Kingori. We appreciate.
Thank you.
I know we have talked about online jobs and have left one small area of engineering. We create the university graduates who have done data science, computer science, within the STEM area. We retrain them now to be creators of AI agents. We want them to fully understand AI.
So they can reach out to Lish?
Yes, they can reach out to Lish.
There's an opportunity.
We train them, yes. There's an opportunity.
Okay.
Again, that's for free.
Sawa, our producer Wiki make sure ameweka contact details on how to get in touch with Lish AI Labs on your screen right now. If you know someone mwenye amefanya STEM related courses ama engineering courses, please jaro ya get in touch ndio hiyo. Asante.
Thank you very much, Dr. Kingori. Asante sana. Thank you.
Asante.
Thank you.
Asante sana.